Welcome back, and now tune into the other side. The other side of sports is your host, Laws, in the building. I'm here again, solo dolo, uh, and taking care of some personal matters. But he ain't left us. He gonna come back. Don't worry. Today's a special day. Your boy getting old. I know y'all see the had a birthday, celebrated a birthday. We in the building, but the show must go on. You already know how we get down. We got some stuff to talk about. First things first, Deebo. Hey, listen, I the Deebo Samuel's trade might be one of Adam Peters' greatest moves. When we look back at the moves that they've been able to make for this team and this franchise, um, and we look back at this move to get Deebo Samuels for arguably nothing. I mean, we got to pay him, but we already got the bread. Deebo is an explosive receiver slash gadget guy slash weapon, whatever you want to call him. And he takes our what I thought was a B plus offense last year, puts it in the A range off Brick City. The fact that you gave up a 5th round pick, there's not going to be a 5th round pick that's selected that's going to be on the caliber of Deebo Samuel. Let's just put that out there, keep it on it. You might find a guy who's serviceable, can do some stuff, but you're not going to find a 5th round Deebo Samuel. I mean, that just doesn't happen every day. The fact that they were able to like see a team and figure out that they kind of was in a space where they didn't want to like keep a guy who can contribute. Deebo didn't really want to be in San Francisco anymore. And like you can get a guy of that caliber with that skill set, that level of talent, and bring him to a roster where you have an elite progressing QB and Jaden Daniels, and add him to the fold with Terry McLaurin and potentially some young draft picks and really hats off. Hats off. We ain't even at the draft yet. And already the team is making moves. This, to me, this is such a good move because this takes pressure off of you having to make a big splash. This is a splash. This is a cannonball in 8 feet at the city pool. This is a splash. Getting Deebo, it really changes the dynamic of your offense. It gives you a wrinkle and a guy you can do a lot with. Now, granted, I don't think Deebo Samuels is, he's one of them guys you have to scheme up. I think if you just trying to have him just beat guys one-on-one and stuff, like that's not his game. If you got him in man coverage and you need him to bank a bam on the outside, like that's not his game. His game is zone coverage. You give him the ball in space, he's a problem. You can do in and arounds where you have to account for him in the backfield, or you run, crossers and you have him on the opposite cross, and you just get the ball in his hands, and this dude can make stuff happen. And I think you'll get a motivated Deebo Samuels. I think he'll probably do. He's not the greatest hands catching receiver, but he's solid. Heck, people thought Terry McLaurin hands was a little suspect, but this year he showed you he can do it. So what do I put his numbers at? I say he probably get about 60, 65 catches for like 889 yards. Seven touchdowns, probably like another 2 to 3 on the ground, 2 to 300 on the ground. So he'll get over 1,000 combined total yards, probably about 7 to 10 touchdowns, which is production. I love the move. It's a power move. I know people talking about like, oh, you're not gonna get the Deebo. No. our roster, the people on our roster, nobody would even care about them if it wasn't for Jaden Daniels. Now you add a playmaking guy who can do a lot of things, yeah, and he's tough as nails. You talk about um like our team trying to like form an identity, and the identity that Dan Quinn was able to formulate for this team last year. Tough nose, keep playing to the end of the game, like never quit, just tough. Deebo fits that mold. You bring him in, you're gonna get a guy who's gonna be plowing through receivers, breaking tackles, doing, you know, giving his all. Now, I know that he's like in the last year of his contract, and I mean, we've talked about it previously. Aaron can attest, but like in previous regimes, we've had like just the management just mismanaged the money. Like they just give people contracts too early and just not really like utilize the incentives you have to be able to get the most out of a players. I mean, I think that if you can sign him for a reasonable amount and read him up the way it's not really impacting, you know, like team dynamics. I'm talking about Terry McLaurin, because you can't really bring a new back in and then re-up their money and then they be the highest paid receiver on our team. And it's like that's not a good look. But you can like kind of keep them under contract for this year. Say, look, if you show and approve, we'll do something for you. We'll do something for you. And maybe they do like a 2-year extension or something like that. As long as they make it work, bro. I think at this juncture, if you could work a 2-year deal and it makes sense, but it's not like over the top crazy money, but like it incentivizes him to play, then by all means. But as far as a weapon coming into this team, Adam, hats off, my brother. Hats off. Because this is the type of move you do to upgrade your team to be able to compete, like against the Eagles and against some of these other formidable teams, but they gotta like respect you. They can't come in there thinking y'all a cakewalk and stuff like that. Like, no, they know what type of players we have. You got playmakers and on both sides of the football. So power move, good work. That's great, excellent GMing. Because you really literally gave up nothing. You already got bread, so his salary and contract, that's nothing. We're gonna watch that. Now they gotta just figure out Jonathan Allen and his situation, maybe get him off the books, get him to a team, get a third or fourth round pick back for John Allen. Like, yeah, cut ties. Really gotta focus in on the guys you bring in through the draft, from the cornerbacks to the if you bring in another receiver, like running back, we need that. We need that. Yeah, but I like the moves being made. I like the moves being made. I'm watching the combine. I'm getting we starting to do the analysis. We're gonna break it down, just getting into the players and all of that, looking at film. I'm just watching film right now, people, because some people think, oh, how you know who gonna be cookers and how you know who gonna be some scrubs and blah blah blah. It's because we watch film over here. Just started the film sessions for the year. Looking at the combine stuff, you see people who can run fast, doing the cone drills. A lot of this stuff don't really even matter that much. I think people put a little bit too much stock into it, but does it matter? It matters, but it's not the end all be all. Like, I'm not taking this and then saying, okay, this person's some trash because they, combine situation. Like, we're not going like that. There is noise at the combine about Shedeur Sanders. And they talking about Shedeur and they saying, the rumor is that he's like not really listening to the coaches or not hearing them. So first of all, these rumors and stuff, it's all cap. It's all cap. These diamonds just make stuff up to try to position themselves in a place where they can get the guy that they want. They want to try to, like, sometimes it's egos involved, where they want to like say you're not bigger than the shield, and you got to respect us and do all this. Like I guarantee you, Shedeur and his dad already had a discussion of where he don't want to go. So if he go in there and he probably acting a little funny, it's because he don't want to be there or he don't want you to pick him. So it's not really. Listen, bro, it's just like dating. When a Bama want to talk to a joint, he gonna be nice. He gonna do extra stuff. Like that's just the nature of it. When you don't want to talk to a joint, you're gonna be standoffish. You ain't got no jokes. You just stand off in the air. You talking to me, huh? Like you gonna act like you ain't paying attention, nothing. When you not interested, bro. When you interested, you gonna be there. What's up? What you want to do? What, talk about plays and stuff? Like, yeah, we do that. What I'm saying is some of these rumors is probably coming from teams he not really interested in going there. So it's them trying to like slander the man, and the fact that it's coming out as a rumor, and I've talked to some GMs and stuff. Don't shut up. The Bama can throw the football better than anybody in this draft class. When you talk about accuracy, ball placement, understanding of the offense, and processing speed, he might be number one. And to me, I haven't looked at all the tape, but from what I've seen, because this year is I've been probably watched the most college football this year as far as Colorado was concerned than I ever have in my entire life. Like I watched a couple Colorado games and saw Shedeur and his abilities on display at the D1 level. And this dude has stuff that you cannot teach. And that's what people go, some of these people will be looking at these quarterbacks and they looking at like, dog, the fact that he has supreme confidence, that to me, that's what you want for your team. You want somebody who understands football, knows what goes into it, understands dynamics and how to like galvanize and bring. First of all, he at the combine and don't even need to be there, but he's there to support his brothers and do different things. Like, no, and people who have seen Shedeur in outside setting, they got nothing but positive things to say about him. So the fact that they talk about like trying to slant, we know what this is about, people. We know it's the next white guy up. They trying to find him like and just prop him up the board. They do it every year. So you gonna see the names. Bama gonna come out and know what you talking about. What I'm telling you is that from what I saw this year, college football so far, like I haven't watched all the game tape or all the quarterbacks, but don't worry, the top 5 quarterback prospects, that tape is coming. I got that joint on cue. Aaron will join me on that show. I'll do some film breakdown of the top guys. We'll go at least through the top 3 guys and do film breakdown and let you know like what the deal is. I'm doing every year. Take 2 to 3 games, analyze the tape, give feedback, say what it is. What I'm gonna tell you about Shedeur is that what I've seen is the Bama's processing speed is top notch. He makes good decisions. Did he make everything? Is he as athletic as some of the other guys? No. But neither was Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, neither was Phillip Rivers wasn't no athletic guy. And like these narratives is stupid, bro. Because honestly, I want a guy. They talk about, they use the little trigger words all the time. Talk about intelligence and people knowing how to read defense and stuff. No, the best Shedeur knows how to read defenses. He's gotten pro training for the last 5-6 years. He's been under pro training. He can come in. And when you talk about like right away, pick up your offense and then execute it. That's the type. If that don't put you at the top of the board, in my opinion, I don't know what will, dog. Like he can throw the pass, he can make every throw. So that's the first key. Can this player make every throw? The downfield joints, the 15-yard outs, the slants, the in cuts, the in breaking routes, the screens. Can he make all the throws? Answer is yes. From my assessment this far, I haven't looked at, maybe 60 to 70% of Shedeur. He can make all the throws, right? There wasn't a throw. I'm like, oh man, his arm, they can't get it there, or like duck arm or whatever. Like you didn't see that, right? So he can make all the throws. That's the first key. Because when you look in and you trying to measure, like, can this person go to 4? All right. Next thing, process speed. So in college, that's hard to gauge because in college, a lot of the processing speed is inflated because Bama's is running butt naked wide open down the field doing rant slants, or you got elite receivers that just better than the defenders. And again, like not everybody's going to the league. So you'll see guys who can just make plays because they just got the best players on their team. With Shedeur, don't get it twisted. I think Travis Hunter is all world. But there was games he didn't have Travis Hunter out that joint. And you know, Joe Horn Jr., he nice, but he ain't Travis Hunter. And you know, like we'll see where he gets drafted at in the league. But I saw him do a lot with less and really throw guys open and elevate the play of some of these guys and have them believe in themselves and lean on them and trust them. But also at the same time playing the quarterback position in a way to where he not like, you know, throwing a whole bunch of picks like that. Like if you have a game plan and you're like, hey, we want to protect the football one, like I'm pretty sure they drilled these concepts into him already. And it shows in how he was able to like just come back in games and late game heroics and all it like that all plays a factor in my mind when I'm assessing the quarterbacks. Like, can this dude do it at the next level? First of all, his line was trash. So him going to a team with a trash O-line is not going to be much different than what he's had to deal with. And for him to have the level of success that he had, given the circumstances, to me, that just gives more confidence. So anybody trying to sell somebody else, like, I'm like, come on, man, pump, because this dude did more with less. And he also, like, this Bama was in a running. We got to stop these dumb narratives, though. That's just rooted in racism and just bias. Like, it got to stop. It got to stop. And I'm saying this with just, I haven't watched all the tape, but what I saw was enough to be like, hey, this dude is special. He might got it, bro. He might got it. And so if you're a team picking at the top, I know the Giants up there. I know Cleveland up there. Yeah. Who else up there? Let me pull this up real quick. NFL draft order. Let's see here. So, and granted, I haven't looked at all the tape. But I like Cam Ward too. I think Cam Ward is a good quarterback. Right now, without looking at all the tape, just pump your brakes. Don't you say Cam Ward? You said he was no. Listen carefully. I have not assessed all the game tape, but from what I mean, if I'm picking number one, number two, right now I'm going Shedeur over Cam Ward. And I know some people like, oh, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Cam Ward, he's so athletic. He can throw. He can boo. He can do all of this, blah, blah, blah. I hear all of that. But from what I seen, I just think that that's going to less of a development ceiling. Tennessee, Cleveland, or the Giants. I want to go with the guy who I can plug. Might not have a ceiling that Cam Ward has. He might not be as athletic as Cam Ward, but when you talk about week one, install your offense and sit back and let him rock. Shedeur to me is a more ready now quarterback. That's what I'm gonna say. Tennessee, sure, if the reports is coming from Tennessee, I would want to go to Tennessee. What weapons does Tennessee have? Name like who we throwing to over there? Nah, Bob, I'm not going. We bred it already. I already got an NIL deal from college worth $3.5 million. So what was we talking about? On all of this. Say, excuse me? Oh, I ain't hear you repeat that. Nah, I'm straight. You want to throw? I ain't feel like throwing, bro. Like what I throw for. That's how I'm carrying it in Tennessee. I'm just gonna be honest with you because I don't want them to pick me. Go get Cam Ward. Cleveland. Oh no. I might be talking greasy. Yeah. What would you say? Huh? Excuse me? Oh, nah. That was one of my peoples. Yeah. I just what offense I like, man. I mean, you know what offense I run, man. You see me with the offense. Spread, put me, with Cleveland. That's how I might be Tennessee. Honestly, I'm just keeping 100. If I'm Shedeur. Cam Ward can't really necessarily do that, even though, like, because he don't really have a Dion in his corner like that. Even though I think if he went to Dion, and I know they've been working out together, him and Dion, I'm like, Dion, can you help me too, bro? I think Dion will say, Young, you don't want to go there, bro. You don't want to go there, bro. You might want to go to try to get the state, Tennessee and Cleveland. Your career hinges on where you go. And yeah, so if I'm Shedeur, Cleveland, like scratching my head, looking over here in the who knows? Dion might got a whole different kind of plan situated for the whole move. Maybe he pulling something. Maybe he trying to get him to the Raiders, Brady and them. Like I don't know, bro. No, but I just know if I'm like Tennessee, I'm trying to get out. I'm not going to Tennessee. They pick Will Levis. You gotta battle against Will Levis. They're gonna be trying to pin you against him. It's gonna be a competition and all that. Like, nah. We're not doing none of that. And if I'm in the interview, I'm asking, hey, what y'all doing with Will Levis? Like, y'all pick me. Y'all expect me to sit behind him? If they stumble even a little bit, like, yeah, we were thinking, so you wouldn't have to. Hey, Skip, hold on. Somebody calling me. I'll be right back. Hey, that's how I'm carrying it. Because if y'all trying to pit me against this dude, he a scrub, and then I'm coming in and I gotta battle it out with bro. We not dealing with none of that. Jaden Daniels last year, you think he was dealing with that? Getting picked at number 2? Nah, Bob. Come in the drain. I'm behind nobody. Like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm sure his dad, like, no, we're not doing that. And he probably calling behind the scenes, and probably teams don't like it either. But the team that do like it, that's where they want to go. So, yeah, that maybe the Giants talking right, they desperate. So I think they kind of be open to whatever they can get. I think the fan base would like the idea of Shedeur being there. I think you could run I think you get some support behind that. I think Dion could rock with that, because let's just keep it a buck. I already know Dion got all the intel for all the organizations, bro. All the organizations, all 32 teams. He done did his homework on the joint. You think as a father, I'm gonna let my son go to some terrible franchise? Because winning and your legacy and all of that's predicated on where you end up. If you end up in a trash organization, then you can just call it Christmas. It's gonna be bad. So you gotta make sure strategically you in the right environment, right space, where you can put your stamp on things, where you can come in and the team will embrace you. The fan organization will embrace you. They want you there. They're not picking you because they have to. And they no, you don't want none of that. So I'm sure Dion already got his people looking at all of these teams, you know what I'm saying, sending coaches certain places, like, hey, what's up? Talking to the scout, hey, you looking at my son, like, this is what we need. This is what we need. If we gonna come there, this is what we need. But don't worry about the draft board and all that stuff. Like, we'll take care of that. Like, that's how I'm moving and shaking. So I'm pretty sure Dion, who been in the league and already in the circles, already having the conversations and talk, he done talked to all 32 teams in some capacity. I'm pretty sure. All the teams that need a quarterback, he probably done talked to them all. And he probably done talked to his son and said, hey son, where do you think you want to go? Where would you want to go? Like, I don't know, Dad. I'm looking at, I can tell you where I don't want to go. We'd be like, all right, yeah, we're on the same page there. But yeah, maybe who knows, man? Who knows? But I just, when they report and stuff like that, I'm like, man, nobody listening. Because I'll be acting the same way in the interviews myself if it was me. Like, man, I'm not going here, bro. Like, what I gotta do? I'm not gonna, be disrespectful, but I'm gonna just be nonchalant and act like I don't really care. And they can take what they want to take from it. But if that pushes them off the cheese the way they don't want to draft me, then I win. I don't want to go there anyway. Yeah. So that's that. Again, we got analysis on the QBs coming up at some point. Free agent situations in the NFL. What's going on? We got where Aaron Rodgers going to go. So people saying, speculate he might be in the Giants uniform this year because, if you can't get the quarterback you want and you just in a stopgap situation, then it might be him. So I don't know. They're going to wait to the last minute, though, to make that decision. I'm sure that nobody's going to pick up Aaron Rodgers before the draft because they want to kind of see where the landscape of quarterbacks go and how that pans out. And then they may get Aaron Rodgers because, honestly, and if you're the Giants, and some people are like, well, why aren't the Giants just got Aaron Rodgers and try to get him on a contract just in case, like right now? Because if they want Shedeur, let's say Shedeur is there, Shedeur might be like, I'm not going. If Aaron Rodgers is there, I'm not going. I'm not dealing with that Bama. Like, I know. No, we're not doing that. So it almost like restricts the team from like moving ahead because they're not trying to deal with the funny business. And if I'm Shedeur, I'm not dealing with no Aaron Rodgers, bro. No, we coming in and I'm the starter. If I'm not that, it ain't no earn it. You gotta earn the spot. Like, no. We're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that. If you think I gotta earn and do all this extra stuff outside of just being who I am as a professional and understanding offense and just playing quarterback position, and you kind of like put these little imaginary hoops I gotta jump through, guess what? Don't draft me. Don't draft me. I'm not going there. No. And credit to back to my commanders, credit to them. Dan Quinn and them ain't do that stupid stuff. They didn't put these imaginary hurdles and stuff like that. They brought them in. They were like, yeah, we're gonna download, give them the offense, boom, boom, boom. They did the mini camp joint. And mini camp, Bama's knew he was the one. At least they had a clear understanding, like this dude's special. Because the veterans, Cliff Kingsbury called some of the veterans like, hey, young, you gotta come to the rookie joints, mini camp joint and watch this dude. It was like, what, man? Zach Ertz said, he was like, what, man? I'm not going down to the joint like this for the rookie. He's like, dog, come down here. He went down there and saw the Bama throwing bullets. Was like, oh, nah, he the one. Okay. And then they just moved everything out the way. I mean, he still had to work and still had to do what he had to do, but it wasn't like throwing imaginary hurdles like when Ron Rivera was here. Like, oh, you gotta prove it. We're gonna put you behind Sam Howell and see if you can do. That's dumb. So clearly they're not on that. They're not on that. Yeah. Do the Commanders bring in another receiver? Stephon Diggs or somebody to add? Amari Cooper? Somebody? I don't know. I know they need to go ahead and holler at Travarius Ward. Definitely need to holler at him. I don't like some people like, oh, maybe they get Devontae at no. Anybody that's halfway tied to Aaron Rodgers, no, we don't need no cancers in the locker room. Like, I mean, while I think that Devontae still got a little bit of juice left and he can still play right receiver, it's going to be a market for him. Like, I think I don't like guys who can lose motivation very easily and quickly. Now, granted, he was in a horrible situation in the Raiders, so with a terrible quarterback. So, I mean, I played flag football in my day, and we had a terrible quarterback. That joint will have you not running routes good. It will have you like just not motivated to show up and all that. So I get it, but I just don't. Yeah, I don't. I think I'm good. I think we good without him. But if they got him, I wouldn't be terribly upset about it. I'd be like, all right, like Bama's Devontae Adams. Come on, bro. Future Hall of Famer. And if he got some juice left with a quarterback like Jaden, he got hands. He got hands. Devontae got hands. So it ain't no more basket catching, none of that. He got hands. So you get a hands guy like that could play like a Noah Brown role-ish. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, but we'll see. I know the Eagles. Zach Bond is he out there, but I don't think they're gonna be able to. I think they're gonna resign him. They gotta resign him. That man he's a cooker. Byron Murphy. I like Byron Murphy. He's solid for the Vikings. He can cover. He's better than what we got right now. So they needed add some depth to the cornerback position, which would be beneficial. Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy. No, I think the Vikings just I don't know what this whole back and forth fiasco is with Sam Darnold. Like Bama, Kirk Cousins 2.0, bro. I just don't. You can't win with him. You can bring him back. You might win 11 games, might win 12, but you cannot win with him. And if you bring him in and JJ McCarthy, you stunt his development some more. Maybe they see he need to develop. Like they don't not trying to put no stress on him and stuff like that. I mean, that's a decision y'all got to figure out and make as an organization. And but Sam Darnold will command some bread. You're gonna have to give up some breadsticks. What else? Saquon gets an extension from the Eagles. That's a power move. Eagles, way to take care of your players. He came in, they gave him a little contract. He cooked. He definitely superseded his contract and fried out of this world. And took them to a Super Bowl. So to reward him with breadsticks, that's how you keep your team nucleus together. That's how you keep them motivated and poised to come back and go to another Super Bowl. So shout out to them for making the right decision. Dang. So on some basketball, Kyrie, man. Dang, my heart goes out to Kyrie. Prayers up for you, bro. Torn ACL other night. Just you can see how when he like just fell, it just looked like his knee gave out. Yeah, so he definitely recoveries a year, maybe a year and a half. I mean, yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts. That one hurts bad. KD, can KD come to the Wizards? KD, come on, man. Bro, come on, Brody. Come to us, man. Holler at us, dog. We get Cooper. We get Chew. We got the young guy. We could do something. Ain't doing that. Yeah, I would love the idea. I love the idea of KD in a Wizards uniform, but I just don't think we'll see it, bro. I don't think we'll see it. But I would love for him to come and play for the Wizards. But I don't see it, man. March Madness is coming up soon. We almost there. We're gonna have a breakdown. I'm gonna have my young boy Christian on here, and we want to have him and Deuce. They gonna give us the rundown on college basketball and who to look out for. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I covered everything for the week. Yeah, man. I guess that's it. Holla at us. Holla at your boy is OSS 980, other side of sports. Subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe. Shout out my man Jeremy John. Shout out my man Chris, Will, Daryl. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Shout out to my man Wes. Everybody who rock with us heavy. And I'm out.